Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always, and it's a hot, sunny summer day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's great wherever you are in the world. Today's topic is going to be sails or anchors. Is your woman a sail or an anchor? Or do you know what a sail or an anchor is in respects to women? A sail is someone who pushes you along like the wind in the sail, and an anchor is someone who drags you down. I've had both, but before we begin, smash that like button and subscribe. Check out my website at marksinspiration.com, and I have 2 books which I know will be of value to you. Coming Back Home, The True Adventure of Mark Daniels, me of course, and The Power Is Within. Both available on Amazon Books. Okay, wind blows sails, moves right along. The ship goes right along by the power of the wind, and the anchor goes down in the water and holds the ship back. So, the reason I brought this up today is because, as I said, I have had anchors and sails. An anchor is a woman who drags you down, as I said earlier. And a sail is a woman who encourages you and pushes you along. Now, on your journey with women in life, you will meet some women who seem to be a sail because they meet you and you're successful and they admire you. They're attracted to that. They're attracted to the inner strength that it takes to become successful, to be the man that you are. Okay, so they want to hook up with you. They want to be your woman. They want to follow you. They want you to lead them. But what happens is, if you don't vet these women properly, once you guys get together and they become comfortable, they find out that to be with you, to enjoy the great life that you have and the benefits of that life, they have to do something besides look pretty. And it may be get up every day and do the same thing every day. They may find that boring being with you. They don't realize to become successful like you are as a man, you had to do the same thing over and over again every day for weeks, months, maybe even years. But they don't realize that until they get with you. So when they become bored, they want to create a little drama. And the only drama that you have in your life or that you need in your life is the drama created by you taking risks in pursuing your goals and your dreams and your vision and purpose. Okay, so you become emotionally involved with this girl and she starts to create drama. Let's say she goes out with her girlfriend and she's going to be back at 8 o'clock, but she doesn't get back till 11. And of course you love her and you're concerned about her. Maybe you text her a couple times. She doesn't answer. So she comes rolling in at 11 o'clock and you're like, where you been? You didn't go to sleep because you thought maybe she had an accident or something because she had been consistent. This is the first time this ever happened. So you say something to her and she said, oh, I just decided to stay out later with my friend. Okay, you have a discussion about this and she's like, what, I can't just do whatever I want to? I can't just stay out with my friends? Geez, what's the big deal? Okay, she's creating drama. Life has become boring for her. She doesn't want to be so much a part of your vision that she wants to encourage you and get satisfaction out of life by this. She needs that drama in her life. And you don't need that type of drama. So that starts taking away your energy from what you need to be putting it into, which is your goals, pursuing your goals and your vision. This girl is at the beginning of forming herself into an anchor. Okay? This will continue. Maybe it just happens once. I mean, if you check her, put her in her place, never happens again, that's great. But I'm telling you, more than likely, she saw you when she met you and thought, man, this guy's great. I want to be part of his life. I want to be part of that. I want to follow that. But when she gets you, or thinks she has you and you guys get together, then it kind of becomes boring for her. And she doesn't want to get up and do the same thing every day. She doesn't want to support you. She doesn't want to encourage you. She just wants to enjoy the benefits of the life you have. But she doesn't want to put out any effort or consistent effort to be a complement to your life. She becomes a liability. The best advice I can give you is to let her go right when it starts. You can check her once. If she does it again the second time, I would say let her go, walk away. Now, I would like to tell you that's what I did, but usually I hang in there much longer than, much longer than I should have. I don't like to use shoulds. But on the other hand, because I hung in there longer and I was patient and tolerant, I learned valuable lessons from the pain and suffering that I went through. All self-imposed, of course. But the point I'm making is you can't go through things like that without learning from it. I guess some people can, but usually you learn from it. We humans have the innate ability to learn more by suffering. We look for answers when we are in pain. When things are going good, we don't so much look for answers. But when we don't feel good, we are searching for answers. So if you stay longer than you maybe think is wise, you can learn from that. It's not a big mistake. But from my experience and from what I've studied and learned from other people's experiences, the best thing to do is if they start that is to get out of it as soon as possible and move on. They may want to come back. They usually always do. All of mine came back, and that was only after I give them opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to change or to follow me or to do something besides create drama. But there comes a time when you have to walk away because the anchor is actually sinking your ship. You become so focused on the relationship that you're not focused on your goals, you're not focused on your mission, you're not focused on your dreams. And everything that you built up starts to fall down or to sink, as in respects to a ship. So it doesn't have to get that far. I've ended up losing, but I was married to two of these women. And I lost couple of houses, almost lost my freedom. I had kids with these two though, so I hung on longer thinking that I wanted the family to work, I had to be there for my kids, but even then there come a time in that last marriage that I had to walk away from my 6 kids and leave them in Central America because it was a matter of choice of losing everything, including my freedom. But by walking away and surrendering my family, I got them all back. So for the last 10 years, I've been with my 6 children. The ex went back to her country, and we've been really happy. That's not what I thought I wanted. I thought I wanted my family to be together, and I did at the time, but it just wasn't meant to be. God had a better plan, or higher self, universe. I'm not a religious guy, so when I speak of God, I mean the God personal to you or your conception of higher power, higher self, whatever that term means to you. It's just a term I use. So once you walk away, if you walk away with no regrets, which I did, I tried enough that I knew that there was nothing else I could do. I probably tried more than I should have to make the relationship work. So if you walk away with that, you don't have to look back and wonder, well, maybe I should have did this, or maybe I should have given her one more chance. After you give her several chances, and it just keeps repeating the same thing over and over again, it's just not going to work. It takes 2 people willing to work together to make things work, okay? And if one of the parties doesn't want it to work or doesn't care or wants to party more or wants to do something else more, then it's never going to work, no matter how much you try. You can't fix anything. You can't save a garden tool, I'll say it that way. You can't be a white knight and save the princess, okay? She has to save herself. And she can't save herself by dragging along on your coattails. As I said, she will do nothing but drag you down. Now, this is not all women, of course. There are many women out there who are going to be sales for you. They're going to be the woman who encourages you and supports you and who is there for you, who knows how to treat a man, who knows when she gets a good man who is on a path to success, who is being successful, she will appreciate that and admire you above all others. And that's what you want. One of man's most important emotional needs is for his woman, if he has one, to put their relationship above everything. That's above her family, her friends, everything. Now, I know a lot of women don't want to do that. They think like that's being a slave. But yet they'll go work for a boss and they'll do everything to get his favor. They'll put in longer hours, they'll go get him coffee, they'll do all these things. They'll submit to his control or leadership, but yet they don't want to submit to their husband, who is supposed to be the most important man in their life. They'll submit to that career, and when that career's done in 20 years, they push her out the door and that's it. But if you've got a good man, a good high-value man, that man will stand beside you. He will take care of you. He will protect you. He will support you and your children. So, which is the better option there? But too many women today think the career is the better option. And then when they hit their 40s or 50s and our 30s, late 30s, they haven't had kids maybe, and they think they still have time, and they don't. And they can't find a high-value man, because most of the high-value men are looking for the younger, fertile women. I know that sounds crude, but that's the way it is. It's just how it is. I didn't make it that way. Don't like it, go talk to the big guy. Okay, so that's all I got time for today. Thanks for joining me. Share this with a friend if you think it would be of value to them, and I will see you tomorrow.